It is the opposite of 4 squared. So that equals the opposite of 4 squared, which is 16. Yes, that's what it means.
Okay.
There's no parentheses. This would be negative 4, and you can think of it as parentheses like this, times negative 4. That's how it's different if there's parentheses, which would equal 16. This. Oh, the 2, yes. Okay. Any others from this right here? Any others from this right here? Any others? 17? That's a good one we can do. That's fine. Let's take a look at 17. Okay, so you have some common bases. And what do you do if you're dividing powers with common bases? Subtract. So this is, I see 2 fractions that you can talk. This one, so that's going to be 2 to the 3 minus 4 times 3 to the 2 minus negative 2, which is 2 to the negative 1 times 3 to the what power? 4. So this is equal to 1 over 2 to the first times 3 to the 4th over 1. So what does it simplify to? 3 to the 4th over 2. That's it. Or 2 to the first is fine. It's totally okay to put that 1 in there. Just make sure it's neat. Is going to be, you would write it as, what's x to the negative 1 is 1 over x over 1 over, but that's equal to 1 over x times y over 1. So that's going to be equal to y over, that's it. You're done. That's it. See? Not really doing anything with it yet. So what do you see there? I see on top y to the 4th minus what? Negative 2. And x to the negative 2 minus all over x squared y cubed. Yep. What's 4 minus negative 2?
6.
So it's y to the 6th, x to the all over y cubed. Good. Nice. And now what do you see? I see y to the 6th over y cubed, and I see x to the negative 6th over x squared. So what's that going to be? Y to the 6 minus 3 times x to the negative 6 minus 2. So what's that going to end up being? Y to the 3 times x to the negative 8. So what does that turn into? Y cubed over x to the x to, not to the negative 8, x to the, yep, there it is. Yay, exciting. Y to the what power? Negative 1, z to the, you see that little line I put through the z? Why do I do that?
So it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, 25x to the 4th, y squared, z to the negative 2. Put the little line through it, that's fine. Now you just group it up, right? 4 over 25, x to the negative 2 over x to the 4th, y to the negative 1 over y squared, and z to the negative 1 over, exactly. So what do you end up with? 4 over 25, x to the negative what? Y to the negative, and z to the, nope, nope. Z to the negative 1 minus negative 2 is 1. So this turns into 4z all over x to the 6th, y cubed. Oh, what's up? Oh, 25. There it is. There it is. It's subtraction. Don't forget subtraction. So that was the quiz. What'd you think? Was it okay? Just shortly? Good? Yeah? Ish? Okay, some people haven't taken it, so let's not get into detail. Let's get back to this question right here. So I wanted to ask you about this one right here. 59. How did you do 59? I'm just curious. How did people do it? Someone tell me. Generally speaking. One sentence. How'd you do it? Yeah? Neo? Calculator. Okay, so one method is type it into your calculator. How would you do it without a calculator? What would I do first? If I want to do this, what power are they both raised to? They're both raised to the same power. So what can I simplify this to? Something to the 4th. What? 666 over. What is 666 over 222? 3. And the reason you know that is because this is just 222 times 3 over to the 4th. That cancels and you're left with 3 to the 4th, which is, oh, come on, kids, 81. Good job. It's just 81. So So you get x to the 1/2 times 4 over y to the 2 times 4 times y to the 1/3 times 3 over x to the negative 2/3 times 3, and that ends up being x squared over y to the times y to the first over x to the, so then you end up with x to the 2 minus negative 2 times y to the first minus 8. So you end up with x to the 4th times y to the negative 7, which is x to the 4th over y to the 7. How'd that go? Lot simpler. Did you get that answer? Okay. Well, that's nice. And then x to the 6/4 and y to the negative 3 over 12. What does 6 over 4 equal? So this is 16 to the 3/4 times x to the 3/2 and over y to the what power? What is 3/4? 3/4 is 3/12 is also known as 1/4. Sorry. Yep. So it goes down there. Now I haven't told you what all these fractional powers mean, but this right here, what? Because it's negative. So right here, so it's unhappy, so it goes down there. Guys, the back, shh, I like the unhappy, that's fine. That would be totally fine for this class. That would be totally fine for this class. There's nothing else you can do except simplify this, but you don't know how to simplify. This is a number. Do you agree 16 to the 3/4?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be greater than 16 or less than 16? It's going to be less than 16. It's not 16 times 3/4. It is not. If you use your calculator, it is, but you don't know how to do that by hand. I'll show you what this means, though. If you stop with the back talking, I will show you here. 3/4 power means the 4th root cubed. That means 16 to the 1/4 to the 3rd power. You know that, right? Because you multiply powers of powers. What's 3 times a quarter? 3/4. What does to the 1/4 power mean? We talked about it a little bit. Anybody know what it means? It means the 4th root of 16 raised to the 3rd power. Okay, hold on 1 second. Is that you actually know what the 4th root of 16 is? What times itself 4 times is 16? 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 6. 2. This is actually 2 to the 3rd, which is 8. We're not doing this yet. We haven't gotten to this topic yet, but this right here would be a great final answer right there. That would be fine. Excellent. Became y to the 6, nice, and z to the negative 3, nice. And this became z to the negative 6. You distributed the powers first. Distributed powers, that's great. And then also became x to the 8th and y to the 4th, that's great. And then what did she do right here? Yeah, she did a few things though. She moved the z to the 6th up top, right here. It was z to the negative 6 in the bottom, so it became z to the positive 6 on top, and it was z to the negative 6 on z to the negative 3 on top, so z3. And then she put it in order. See how nice order that's in? Because now what can she do? Easily subtract, so it becomes x to the 7th, y squared, and z cubed. I like this. So this is absolutely correct. Good job. Yay! Woo!